Hey everyone, Eric here. In this video, we're checking out the Harby pedals Mizu. The Harby pedals Mizu is their take on the 1979 Boss CE2. So it's a chorus pedal, and it's built into this insanely cool looking enclosure. I think you would call it like an Apple or like the iPhone of pedals. It looks awesome. It sounds great. Before we get into the pedal, let's go over the signal chain. I've got my Heritage H525. We're plugged into the Mizu, and then we're actually running into the interface, and we're using a Safari Pedals Twin Panda amp sim. So this is what it sounds like without the Mizu. So if we take a look at the controls on the pedal now, the lighting here, it might be hard to see, but we have a volume control right here, which is really actually like one of my favorite things on this pedal is the volume control, because a lot of times when you kick on chorus pedals, the sound, the volume of your instrument kind of perceptively gets less and less. It's not exactly getting less, but you can control the output of this with that volume control. Simple, but I really appreciate that addition. Next are the rate, depth, and mix controls. So if we start with the depth in a chorus pedal is how far away from the pitch that you're putting into the pedal it can stray, it can kind of wobble, you know. So if we start with the depth on minimum, we're not gonna have any pitch fluctuation. But as we start to turn the depth up, you're going to start to hear that pitch kind of modulate up and down. So all the way up at the top end of the depth control, we're getting a lot of movement in our pitch. Now the rate controls how fast or slow the pitch modulation occurs. So if we turn it down, we're going to get a very slow pitch modulation, which kind of acts in a more subtle way to the ears. Now, as we start to turn it up, you're going to start to hear more and more movement. And then we can turn it up even farther, and at a certain point you start to get kind of in the more eccentric territory. Now, at those higher speeds, it's very commonplace to turn the depth down, so you kind of get a faster modulation, but it's not as, you know, far away from your pitch, so it acts a little, it kind of tames it a little bit. Now last we have the mix control, and this is going to be the level of the chorused or pitch modulated signal. So if we turn it down, we're just getting dry sound. Now what the effect chorus does is run your dry signal in parallel with a pitch modulated signal. So the mix control is controlling the volume of that pitch modulated signal, and that's how we get the effect. So that is the Mizu from Harby Pedals. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to send a huge thank you to Joe and the crew over at Harby Pedals for sending me this. I also appreciate your patience because they sent me this a long time ago, and it's taking me a long time to make videos, but I appreciate your patience, and I appreciate you out there watching. If you want to learn more about the Mizu, I'm going to leave links to the Harby Pedals website in the description below. And again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing well out there. I hope you're staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're taking care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.